Hi church, Pastor Dan here. I wanted to talk to you this week about some announcements that we have and encourage you and help you grow closer to Christ this week. Our first announcement is that as a church, we are going to have a few work days leading up to June 7th. Those work days are going to take place over in the evening and over a few weeks. In order to keep everybody safe and socially distanced, there is some work that needs to be done on the building and on our grounds, and I'm going to have a sign-up sheet on Facebook, and I will also send out some emails for you all to sign up for your desired spot. June 7th is the target date for re-entering the building. Now, this is great news for us. It's a day of celebration. It's a day that we can finally get together and meet and worship together in God's house, in God's presence, with God's people. And that is an exciting day. Until that day, we are going to continue doing online church as we have been over the last 8 weeks, and we're going to have drive-in church, again, like we've been doing. Now, this week, we are going to allow you to bring your lawn chairs and sit outside of your cars. This will allow us to talk to each other, wave to each other, but we are going to maintain that 6-foot social distance. If you're not comfortable getting out of your cars, business as usual on Sunday. So, we are moving towards this June 7th target date. Unless something changes, June 7th will be a great day of celebration for us. Here's your encouragement this week. It comes from Matthew chapter 6, verses 19 and 21. And this is something that my family has personally learned over the last few days, but that we've been learning over the last couple weeks as a church. Here's what God's Word says. Starting with verse 19, it says, "Do not store up your treasures on earth where moths and vermin destroy and where thieves break in and steal, but store up for yourself treasures in heaven where moths and vermin do not destroy and where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will also be." We live here in the present time. We have to go to work, we have to eat, we have to drink, we have to socialize, we have to continue to do chores and for the kids and the teens, schoolwork. But that is not who we are. We are earthly beings, but we have a soul and we have a life after this life, and that life is in heaven. And we can have nice things, but when we rely on those too much, then that's where our heart is. We ought to be thinking always of eternity. Everything we do, everything we say, every relationship that we build, we should be pointing and looking towards heaven. That's where we store up our treasure. Because as my family has learned this week, fire can destroy everything we've ever worked for. But it can't replace our faith in Christ. So this week, I want you to be praying for your pastors. Be praying for this church. Be praying for your neighbors. Cover your pastors in prayer as we continue to make decisions that drive the future of our church. And be praying for your leadership team and your board also. June 7th is going to be an exciting day, but until that day, we're going to continue doing what we're doing. Let's store up our treasures in heaven, not here on earth. So that's your encouragement. Those are your announcements. Living Word Church of the Nazarene is a place where we experience God's relentless love, His amazing grace, and His undeserved forgiveness. Until we see you again on Sunday, God bless you. Have a great week. Stay connected with each other. Stay connected to the church through Facebook and our website. And I am excited about Sunday coming. God bless.